The birth of online gaming was a modern miracle. The idea of connecting thousands of consoles and PCs from around the entire world to play in the same virtual space must have seemed impossible to pull off in the late 90s. And here we are in 2025, and online gaming has become one of the most expansive juggernauts of media consumption the world has ever seen. At the heart of most of these online games are those before mentioned virtual spaces. These are most commonly referred to as maps, and no matter what kind of game, be it a first-person shooter, an MMORPG, or even a sandbox game like Minecraft, multiplayer maps are the place where the modern miracle meets human interaction. But what happens to these maps when no one is online? In this video, I wanted to go over one of the most unnerving and downright creepy things a gamer can experience: a multiplayer map with no players. It's a very strange feeling to be in a space designed to be populated and busy when there's no one around. It almost has a liminal space vibe to it, much like abandoned shopping malls and closed down hospitals. This is a space that was built for human occupation and interaction, normal hustle and bustle, and now that space is empty. Nothing is left but the faint echoes of activity that no longer occurs there. Let's start with a classic, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, released back in 2009 for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. Modern Warfare 2 was what many consider to be the peak of the COD franchise and the source of many memes and moments that impacted internet and gaming culture as a whole. These maps were designed to be played by no less than 12 players at a time, and usually matches consisted of gunfire, explosions, and calling in kill streaks. But now, let's see how a map like, let's say, Skid Row feels when no one else is in it. Creepy, right? Walking around this map alone feels like there is some otherworldly being watching you, following right behind you just out of sight. It's an almost indescribable feeling, and it triggers the fight or flight in me more than anything. Let's jump over to a different map though. Let's go to High Rise, one of the most iconic COD maps of all time. High Rise was known for frantic matches, intense gunfights, and of course, trick-shotting.
Okay. Oh! Oh my god! Oh! Oh my fucking god! Oh no! Oh! Get fucking oh! No! Get the camera! Money! 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 Oh my god!
The threat of falling off the sides of the skyscraper added some risk versus reward to getting a power position on the map. But how does it feel when it's empty? Yeah, something does not feel right being in this place alone. How about a smaller map, like Rust, for example. Okay, I've had enough of the empty Call of Duty. I'm getting a little freaked out. Let's switch gears, or should I say blocks, to Minecraft. For those who may not remember, Minecraft Console Edition used to have a mini-games mode attached to the main game. This allowed players to publicly matchmake with other players for mini-games like Battle, Tumble, and Glide. The mini-games weren't anything too complex, but they were a fun distraction from the main gameplay loop of, well, mining and crafting. However, I mentioned the minigames mode because I wanted to highlight the liminal space feeling one can get from loading into an empty minigame lobby on those older consoles. I booted up Minecraft PlayStation 3 Edition and hopped into an empty minigame server. Let's see what kind of vibes this place gives off. Oh, that's right, it's been a while since I opened up the PS3. Well, looks like I have to wait for this to download. Perfect time to talk about this video's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. It is such a surreal feeling standing in a place that was once filled with other players ready to get started. It feels like the world left you behind, almost as if it's an I Am Legend scenario. Now, the game that really gives off creepy and weird vibes when playing alone, and the game that inspired this video, is Garry's Mod. Now, to be frank, any source game can give off liminal space vibes when alone on any map, including Half-Life and Counter-Strike. Garry's Mod just happens to be the source game with the most servers still active for a lonesome player to even connect to. Let's just jump into an empty Dark RP server and see how GMOD stacks up on the creep factor. I'm not gonna lie, getting the footage for this video has been making the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. GMOD has one of the creepiest atmospheres in all of gaming. It's not just empty multiplayer servers either. Even single player GMOD can make me feel like I'm being watched by something so evil my mind can't comprehend it. It's no wonder there are so many GMOD creepypastas and ARGs being made even to this day. The game is oozing with this overwhelming atmosphere of dread. It's impossible to escape. Now I'd like to turn the topic of the video onto you, the viewer. Are there any games that used to be populated that you enjoyed that if you played now would give you an empty liminal vibe? Maybe it's a lesser traveled zone in an MMORPG you used to play, like Wizard 101 or Elder Scrolls Online. Maybe it's another old FPS game like Battlefield or Halo that has no players left or has had its servers shut down. Let me know. Maybe we can make a fun little series out of experiencing the empty tombs of online gaming. Might be kind of fun to go through. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.